Rightio, so when we're camping, we like to try Jaffles. We usually have them each time we go camping, and it's nice to just try different ones. So this time we thought we'd do a take on a ham and pineapple pizza style Jaffle. Now we're remote camping, so we have brought along some shelf stable products, so try saying that well fast. And so one of them is actually the ham. We don't usually have that, but because we've run out of a lot of fresh things, we thought we'd try that this time around, just for something different. Mm-hmm. We're also using canned pineapple. Pretty stock standard. Most people would use that on a pizza anyway. So we have that. Now we do have pizza sauce, which we're going to mix in with all the ingredients as well. Some oregano just for a bit of flavour. And in here I have already prepared the pineapple. I've drained it well, so it's just draining the last little bit there. Diced up the ham. I have grated some tasty cheese, which we had in our little camp fridge, and a little bit of red onion, and hopefully no flies in it at all. So I'm going to mix that all in the bowl now, and then we'll be back. Nearly at the end of that. Okay, put a bit of that in.
This will be quite interesting actually, see if it has the ham and pineapple flavour, eh?
I think it'll be quite nice myself.
Yeah.
Put lots of that in. Now, this is the largest bowl we've got in the camper, so this could be a bit challenging. Actually, I think that's going to be quite nice.
Yep.
The only thing is the taste of the ham. I mean, when you buy a pizza or make one at home, you don't generally have canned ham, but gee, I think it's a great thing to take if you're out on the road for any length of time and, you know, don't have access to shops. We were in a little town a few days ago and they were actually closed on a Sunday, so we couldn't buy any bits and pieces then, so this has been very handy to have this.
Yeah, there's a couple of, in case of emergency, break glass items that we keep in the pantry, isn't there?
Exactly.
And tin ham, it's actually not too bad.
Oh, I'm going to just try and get that last little bit out of there.
Yeah, we've certainly had worse.
Right, I think I've nearly got everything from there, and that just adds a little bit of moisture to the mixture and just helps it hold together a little bit nicer. And I think I'm actually wearing a bit of that too now.
Oh, that's all right. Badge of honour when you're camping.
It is. Right. Now I think we'll get the bread prepped.
Okay.
And we'll be good to go. Oh, made a mess. Okay.
I'm just wondering whether I shouldn't go get the cooking spray and just give these a quick spray first.
Maybe give them a little spray and a little bit of butter, and that will help.
Be right back.
I think. These are such a nice childhood memory, Jaffles. We used to have them a lot. Generally with a little bit of savoury mince in them. That was our go-to from my childhood memories. And we did have round Jaffa lines, none of these square ones like you get now. But they're okay, they do the job, but we do prefer the round ones. Okay, is that enough butter for you?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just give these a quick little spray. Nothing worse than stuff sticking to your Jaffa line. This is the one that conveniently splits into two at the most inconvenient time.
It does.
Funny old Jaffa line, that one. Okay.
Righto.
Push you across a little bit.
Sorry, I'm taking up all the room here.
Yes, not unusual, is it? Okay.
Righto, they're done.
Okay.
Did you want to pop the filling in?
Yeah.
Is that spoon going to be okay for you? It'll do.
Let's move it towards the middle a bit.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's done.
It's split already.
Inconvenient detach.
Gosh, we've made a mess. We've only been here 5 minutes and we've got stuff everywhere.
Okay, let's okay. Now she can blame the hubby if it goes pear-shaped.
You're making a mess now.
Well, that's very unlike me, isn't it? Eh?
It is. That's okay. We cleaned the table nicely, so all is good. I think they're going to be nice.
Can have a bit left over, I think.
That's okay. Yum. We've hardly seen flies all day today, and now there's quite a lot.
Now, folks, when you're camping, it's not a 2-second rule, it's a 30-second rule. Otherwise, you starve.
Okay, I'll sort that.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, I'll pop that over there.
They smell nice.
Yeah, these will be good. Now, I used to always cut the bread.
Yeah.
And Lee assures me that the best way is to leave the bread intact.
That's what we always used to do anyway.
It'll stick less.
We'll give it a go and see anyway.
So
I could be wrong.
We are armed and extremely dangerous. So, we've got some nice coals there on that fire. We'll shove these jaffle irons in and see how they go, eh? What do you reckon, Lee?
Yep, for sure. I'm hungry.
Let's get them cracking.
Okay.
Now, all the excess bread, we're going to cut that off when we're finished. This could be interesting. Every time we do this, it is an experiment and a leap of faith. So let's just see what happens.
But it's a lot of fun in the process.
Oh, look, they're just wonderful jaffles. Okay, so I've sort of scraped all the coals off it. Let's see what they look like.
Yeah.
This iron always seems to make the best. Ooh, look at that.
That looks great.
Looking awesome. We'll go the other side. Whoops. And this is where you have to chunk away. But you know what, Lee, you're right. If you leave the bread uncut, it doesn't jam shut like it usually does.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of jamming going on here, though.
Yeah, but you've been picking at it.
Yeah,
it'll be right.
That's got to go a bit longer.
Yep. Looks good. And it's easy to cut those corners off when they're done.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see what this one looks like.
It cooks a bit differently, that one, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's getting there. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Let's get rid of that burnt bit in there.
Gosh, there's some heat there.
I'm going to start with this one. This one usually cooks the fastest, so let's see how it's looking.
Oh, it looks good. Oh yeah.
A little bit more on the bottom of that one. Not much.
Not a lot though. Nice.
And then this one.
Well, that one's in more coal, so that might have caught up. It's sizzling.
Well, I'm hoping it did.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh yes.
That side's a bit stuck.
Oh. You know what? The fire maker that did his apprenticeship at a blast furnace. It's as hot as Hades here.
So who made the fire?
You.
It is very hot fire. They're about done.
I think they're done.
Let's. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't want to let go.
Complete with.
Oh, beautiful. Good job. Complete with a little bit of ash.
Yeah.
Very rustic.
Got to have a bit of ash in your jaffle. Let's do the other one.
Okay. Oh gosh, they smell really nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, that's really good. Geez, they come up good. I learnt 2 things doing the Jaffles. Definitely don't cut the bread.
Yeah.
Let it toast off and it just falls off really
Yeah, I've
good.
been telling you that for a little while.
You have, you have. Yeah, isn't it amazing how old habits die hard? The second thing is giving them a quick spray with the cooking spray.
I think that helped a lot, didn't it?
It did,
Just
enormously. These just released really easy.
They're beautiful.
Now, the taste test.
They're hot.
If they're anything like savoury mince ones, remember those ones as kids? How many 2nd and 3rd degree burns did you have in your mouth?
All the time.
Jaffles, unbelievable. Let's see how we go this time.
They're hot.
Tastes like a pizza sub, eh?
Very pizzery.
Very much.
Very nice. I think that was a good idea.
The ham is really good too.
It's not bad.
Yep, really good.
Yeah, I recommend you give these ones a go, guys.
Well worth the effort.
As always, we appreciate your view. If you've enjoyed watching, please give us a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. And if you have a favourite Jaffle recipe, share it with us in the comments.
See you next video, folks.